It's Wednesday, November 16th. Haven't been out here in a couple of days. It's been raining pretty much nonstop. There was a break for a few hours yesterday, but today it's been raining since literally early morning, probably around midnight. But it's been consistent, it's been heavy at times. So now is the time to check to see what's going on the property as far as the water accumulation and how it's moving through the property. First thing I'm going to do is walk down to where the stream exits the property and see how high the water level is coming from the property. There are two fallen trees that I use as a gauge to let me know how high it is or how bad it is. And usually it's a good bit below those trees. I'm expecting it to be either at the trees or maybe even higher than the trees. I don't know. But if it's higher than the trees, that means it's close to the top of the road. I don't think it's that high, but it has been. I have seen it when the trees were submerged. So we're going to see. We are officially in the rainy season now, which most people here are very happy because August through October were really dry to the point that they had to bring water in from the mainland to provide fresh water for the businesses and some of the residences. So that's how bad it can get here. It doesn't have to get that way, but a lot of the locals and the natives don't know how to maintain their water catchment systems, let alone what they are. So they end up having systems that don't work or clogged up or dirty, and they just can't manage to get water. So the water is actually up to the logs, but it's flowing through pretty quickly. So as you can see, it's a good bit of water. It's probably up about, I would say, maybe a good 2 feet. Yeah, maybe a foot, maybe not 2 feet, but maybe a good foot. So it's touching the logs. It's not really submerged. They're not submerged. So, but it is flowing. It's flowing through pretty quickly. It comes out over here. And this is where it actually slows down. I don't know where it goes after it leaves here, but it's headed down that way. But as you can see, it gets narrower, so kind of slows down the progress. My plan is to build a reservoir, a concrete reservoir somewhere in here, and have it set with an on-demand pump. And what that pump will do is, when the water gets to be a certain level on the area we just left, where the water's exiting, then it will start pulling water into the tank or into the reservoir. And I plan on the reservoir being able to hold at least 8,000 to 10,000 gallons. And what that will do is take some of the pressure off of water that can back up onto the property. So that's the plan. And what you do is you capture the water. It's fresh water, so 8 to 10,000 gallons of fresh water. Then when the rain slows down, you slowly release the water. So that's the way you manage the water flow from rain here. You can't fight nature, but you can work with it. So all I'm doing is trying to displace it temporarily until the rain can slow down, and then I'll release it slowly so that it can travel through. That way it's not backing up on the property. So now we're going to see, with all the rain we've gotten over the last 2 days, what it looks like at the stream. I have seen the stream. I have seen water above the stream to where I couldn't cross from here. But that was only one time, and I haven't seen it since. So we're going to see, has it gotten to that point again. When I came up, I watched a tree fall. inside the property. So I don't know what it's blocking or what the damage is, but we're about to find out. So today is Bocas del Toro Day. Big celebration. There's a parade about to go on in town. They had a parade over the weekend. A lot of vendors and street restaurant vendors, and so it's been one big celebration over the last 4 or 5 days, and today is the last day. There are bands here from different parts of the country, high school bands, I believe. So they've been celebrating left and right. So the spillway doesn't look bad. I'm hoping one day I come out here and I see my drone has fallen out of the tree, but I don't see it yet. I guess I'll need to walk out there to see it. But anyway, so far we're looking pretty good. That tree fell, I don't even know where it fell. I saw it fall, but I didn't mark where it fell. So it's somewhere in the brush, but I don't think it'll cause a problem anywhere. Oh yeah, so I can't cross. So normally, this is where I cross. You'll see the board that we normally cross on, and you'll see how much the water is flowing. So I could try to find another spot to jump across to get to the other side. And it looks like what I might have to do, but I'm not going across here. So the water here is at least 2 feet high. 2 feet higher than normal, but it's flowing through. It's flowing through. So I think we've had enough rain for it to fill up to where I'm standing, because I've seen it up here before, but they may have done something on the other side to open up where the water is flowing. So let's see if we can make it across somewhere else. I needed to find another spot to cross anyway, because this place is going to be not going to be the best place to cross in the future, especially once the road is here. Then it won't be an issue. Oh, an update. The road permit has been acquired. So we are good to go on building the road. So don't know when that's going to start. Let me see. Let's see. All right, where can we cross? That spot looks like a good spot, but is there water in here? If you saw my first video, it's called Waist Deep Fail. You know that everything that looks like solid ground is not necessarily solid ground, so have to be careful where you step. And even though I have my boots, I don't want to have to climb out of 3 feet of water again. So let's see, I'm gonna walk around this way and see if there's anything else. Nah, I think I'm gonna just sit tight for today and not go across to the other side until I figure out a better way. Now, they did recommend I build a bridge across the stream. So where I'm standing now, at this height, seems like it would be a good spot for a bridge, and at this height. It's actually a little higher than I've seen the water, but I have seen the water close to this height. But yeah, I am currently blocked off from the property, unless I go through here, and I really just don't feel like trying to find a dry spot to walk through. So we'll just call it a day for now. Let the water flow through, let things settle down. If I had the boards or the woods, I could build a bridge across, but I don't have anything long enough on this side, and there's no fallen tree either. So it's just a matter of a waiting game for now until we actually find a better way to get onto the property. But for today, it's not going to happen unless I decide to step fully into the stream, which is higher than my boots, I'm sure, and to go across the top or to go across. But and those boards, the length of those boards tell you how high the water has risen, because normally the boards traverse where you can walk across. But yep, that's it. I wish that I could mark on this stick here where the level is right now, and actually I can see a white spot, so someone may have already marked it for me. So there's a white spot on that stick, and that'll be a good marker for where the water level was up to. Well, this is some good fresh water. It may not look that clean, but it is fresh water. So I don't think we'll have a water issue on the property like they have in town. Most residences that live outside of town don't have water issues because they capture a lot of water. So, and they have to rely on their water systems, and some of them even have wells. We have a freshwater stream, so water won't really be an issue. We can always capture water from the stream or capture water directly from the rain falling onto the water catchment roof. I really would like to see the other side, and I'm still sitting here contemplating how to get across. I just don't foresee a way yet. But I'll walk around a little bit. It'd be a waste to come all the way out here and not go across to see what the other side looks like. I don't think I've ever walked anybody through this way, but as you can see, the stream gets wide and in certain areas, and it'd be nice to find a nice narrow spot that I could jump across. I just don't foresee it happening. Now, if I'm able to get across, that would be great, because then I can get to the rest of the property with no problem. There's a fallen limb over here, a fallen tree, it looks like. Question is, can I walk across it, get to the other side? I don't think I've ever walked this far over to this side. In fact, I know I haven't. So let's see. So you can see this is where it actually curves around. And I could probably walk that to get across. Looks like it's pretty solid. Looks like a root. Yeah, it looks like a root. Do I want to chance it? Do I want to chance it? If I go over there, I got to come back as well. Let's see. That probably would be the best spot. But while I'm over here, I could also look at some other spots to place a bridge or planks. Here's where a tree fell, but I don't think that would be a good way to get across either, unless I sit on it and slide across, and that's not going to happen. Today's video may be a little long, everybody, so bear with me. It'd be nice to take a run and jump, but I don't think that would be a good idea. Yeah, I don't think I see anything I want to try today. I think the closest thing to being able to get across would have been the tree root. And I don't feel like traversing that either. So I'm just gonna wait. Now, the good thing about it is the water will settle quick once it stops raining. So it usually takes maybe, well, I can't say how long it takes. I know that I've come out here maybe 4 or 5 hours later, and the water had already gone through and gone back down to its normal level. So it's passing through. And usually wherever it's coming from initially, it'll settle down after a few hours. And then I'll be able to cross. I'm probably gonna have to put my little beams or boards back across to go across. Normally it gets low enough to where before the boards were there, we would just jump across. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. But this route was probably the best spot to try to go across. I don't think these shoes have enough of a grip for me to keep my bearing going across. And I'm not up for taking a swim today either. So I'll be patient, let nature take its toll. Maybe come out a little later. The sun is looking like it's trying to break through, so the rain may ease up and stop. Yesterday, the sun came out, it was nice. The rain stopped for a few hours. So that's usually what happens. It'll rain middle of the night, really hard. Then it'll clear up. Sun's out. It'll do the same thing every day. Now, it's been raining here most of the day, so I don't know if it's going to stop today or what. I guess it's time to start working on a bridge design now so that I can have something that's high enough up here to go across there. If I had to guess the distance, I would say it's about 20 20 feet, 20, 25 feet to the other side at a height that's high enough. That gives another 2 to 3 feet of height that the water can rise and still get across. So I'm gonna work on that. I think I got an idea for it. But that's it for today. Sorry I kept everybody so long, but this is exactly part of the process, and it's the only way you can learn is actually come out and dig into it. Like I said, I'm going to go back now and probably try to catch the parade. So everybody have a good day.